Hello friends, today is Monday, June 17th, and I'm getting ready to go to my physical therapy appointment. You're probably wondering, why am I wearing a dress and all this fancy stuff if I'm going to physical therapy? 3 reasons. 1, it is hot as anything here in New Jersey. We are experiencing a heat wave this week in the beginning-ish, middle-ish of June already. Second, it's just a physical therapy consult today. I'm not going to actually be doing anything. And to be honest with you, I feel really good. Here's a little quick skin check. My skin is healing very well. Here's my armpit. It is doing phenomenal. And I'm feeling really good. My range of motion's good. Nothing feels super tight. So I might just ask them if I can not do physical therapy, because it's just another appointment that I'll be committed to weekly, like once or twice a week. And I just want a little bit of my life back. I think I'm entitled to that, especially if I'm feeling okay. If I feel stiff some days, I just do the rubber band exercises or stretch bands exercises at home. And I do all of my massages and my range of motion stretches because it helps a lot. Plus I'm very active, especially with it being so warm out. I'm outside a lot. I'm doing things with my daughter all the time, picking her up a lot. So I'm getting lots of exercise and I feel good. So it's why do physical therapy if I don't really need it? Pretty soon I will be refilling my expanders too. So that will be an appointment once a week. I just want some time off from so many appointments, and I still have other appointments too. That's the thing. It's I just don't want to add one more, if that makes sense. So the third thing is I am meeting with somebody after physical therapy, my consult, who I will talk about a little more later in this video. So before I get on the road, I want to remind you, because I'm still an advocate for this, this is your daily reminder to stay hydrated, especially in the summer, especially if you're going through any type of cancer treatment, radiation, chemotherapy, immunotherapy, whatever you're on. Even if you're not on anything and you don't have cancer at all, drink up, because your body needs it and your body will appreciate it, I promise you. And you just feel better overall if you are hydrated. All right, so I'm going to get on the road and I will see you in the next clip. Just left my physical therapy consult and I will check in from the car. Okay, so good news. All my measurements are great. They actually, most of them went down. So if I had any swelling, which probably was from surgery and maybe the beginnings of radiation, I'm not sure, but it went down significantly. And they either stayed the same or they went down, but most of my measurements of my arm went down. My range of motion improved. My reaching up went from 120 degrees to 160 degrees. So I have basically full range of motion of my arm now. She said it's like a normal arm, and it's really up to me if I want to do physical therapy. But since I'm doing so well at home, doing my stretches and I do little massages on my arm, and just the things that I would do here, I do them at home. There's really no need to continue physical therapy. But since I have like an order or a script for it, it's open for 3 months. So if anything happens from now till then, just come back and have another consult. We'll remeasure, see if any lymphedema is happening, and then we can schedule some physical therapy appointments. But I am good for now, and I'm super grateful for that, because I really would like to enjoy my summer not having a million doctor appointments continuing on, because I just had so many, as you have followed me on my journey. All right, so I'm gonna go meet with that special someone, and I will tell you all about it in the next clip. Okay, so I met with the person that I needed to meet with, and without giving away too much information yet, I'm gonna tell you all the beans. I'm gonna spill all the beans soon. But to give you a brief update, I was asked by Cooper to be in a fashion show to benefit a foundation called Pink Roses and Teal Magnolias. I will explain more about it later in this video in more depth. And the fashion designer for the fashion show had to give me the outfit that I will be wearing, and also my daughter will be wearing, because they said that my daughter could walk with me in the fashion show. And I want you guys to come along with me for that, and also tune in, because it will be streamed live. So I'll give you more information about that whole thing later on in this video. So I'll put the links and everything down below. Also, I want to get your opinions, because I'm torn on whether or not I should wear a wig or go all natural. So I want to get your opinions. I might even do a poll on Instagram, but also you can leave your opinion and decision, like, should I wear a wig or go natural, in the comments down below, and I'll just add them all up and see what wins. So that's that for now. I do have an appointment tomorrow to go get blood work done in the morning, because in my previous video, I have to get blood work to get a baseline for Verzenio before we begin Verzenio, just to see what all my counts are, because that can lower your white blood counts. There's also a whole bunch of other stuff that goes into it. She just wants to double check, make sure my estrogen levels are still low from the hormones, because that's the whole point of them. And then, what is it, Wednesday, I have to go really early in the morning for my DEXA scan. So I'm going to bring you along with me for that. And then I'll probably close this video out with the actual updates of the fashion show. It's going to be June 27th at 7 p.m. That's when it's streamed live. But I have the flyer for it, so I'll put that in at the end of the video. And I'll link everything down below and give you all the details, and it's gonna be a fun time. I'm really excited, and I'm happy that they asked me to be in it, because guess who else is in it? My oncologist, like my actual doctor, and one of my favorite nurses under her team is also in the fashion show. So we'll all be walking together, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. So I hope you guys can all tune in that night and watch. All right, so I will see you tomorrow morning. So I wanted to just talk real briefly about what this fashion show is all about, what this organization is all about, and just a little more details about what's going on. So Pink Roses and Teal Magnolias is a nonprofit organization that supports women and survivors of breast cancer and gynecological cancers. The fashion designer that I met with, her name is Susan, and her company is called Indulge by Susan. She has an app specifically for her products that she designs herself. She does have a fashion designer that helps her design, but she primarily does the designs for all of these adorable pieces. The app is free to download. I believe it's for Android and iPhone. I have an iPhone, so you just want to download the app for free. You can make an account, or you can link it to, I believe, your Gmail or your Facebook, and then you're up and running. So the fashion show is going to be live on the website, which I will also link down below, 7 p.m. on June 27th of 2024. And I will be going live with my daughter and a bunch of other women that are gonna walk in the fashion show and show off our outfits that Susan picked out for us. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. So I hope you can make it and just come and watch and hang out. It's all for a great cause. So it's gonna be a good time. I hope to see you there. Good morning, my beautiful friends. It is Tuesday, June 18th, and I am getting ready to go get my blood work done. The type of blood work I'm getting, I just wanted to share it with you, is the estradiol. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's to check my estrogen levels, CBC with differential, and comprehensive metabolic panel. That is why I'm fasting. I also made coffee, just can't drink it yet. And I am gonna remind you, because that's what I do all the time, forever and ever in my videos, is to stay hydrated. Make sure you're drinking. All right, I'm gonna get on the road and I will see you in the next clip. All right, so I don't know if you can see it. We'll go this way. I'm all done getting my blood work done. It's like an interesting way to wrap it. And everything went really well. What's I gonna say? Oh, she's like, your arm looks a little sore. And I'm like, well, probably because that's the only arm I can get blood drawn on now forever. So even though the vein didn't look sore to me, it had like a little tiny dot, black and blue, maybe because I got blood work, I think like 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. So I can't alternate anymore. And I wanted to tell you also, that just reminded me, I ordered wristbands today on Amazon that say, I think it says no needles, no blood pressure around the wristband, because God forbid if something happens and I'm not able to speak for myself, like, I don't know, say I'm in a car accident or I get hurt somewhere or I'm just unconscious or unable to advocate for myself, basically. They can at least know when I'm in like the ER or wherever I go, don't do blood pressure or any blood draws on the arm that could potentially have lymphedema. So if you don't have one of those wristbands, get one, because it can't hurt, and just wear it all the time, because it's just smart. It's just, you don't want to, God forbid you go through a trauma, okay? And your body's already going through that trauma and then they don't know. So they're like putting a cuff on your bad arm or doing blood draws on that arm. Now you have even more trauma to your trauma because they just didn't know. The nurses and doctors, I mean, when I'm saying they. So it's just something smart to do and just be proactive. But that's it for today. Tomorrow I go for my DEXA scan. So I'm going to take you along with me on that. And for now, I'm going to have a little sip of my coffee that I've waited so patiently to have. And I'm going to get home and play with my daughter, because we bought a really cool, awesome blow up slide thing. And I'm totally going to insert a video here of her having a fun time on it. And I've been outside with her with it. And, oh, and I wanted to show you this. This is healing really well. I put SPF 50 on that and I cover it, and I actually just ordered, with my cool wristbands, I ordered a large brim hat for summer because I want to be able to go outside and not wear like a t-shirt or like a really hot, something hot, because we're having a heat wave this week, and the less clothing the better, because it is so hot outside. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, Juneteenth, actually. It is June 19th, and I'm getting ready to go to my DEXA scan. And I was a little like curious this morning. I'm like, what does this machine even look like? So I Googled some pictures, and this is what it looks like. Totally looks pretty easy to me. And you wear your clothes. That's why they told me to wear comfortable, loose-fitting clothing. Well, it's not like loose, but nothing with metal or buttons in it, and I won't have to wear like a gown. So we'll see how this goes. And I remembered my script for it, because sometimes I forget that. Like, I didn't tell you this, but yesterday I went into LabCorp to go get my blood work done. I'm sitting there, and they're like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be called next. And I'm like, I don't have my script. Left it in the car. So I had to like run back out and get it. But anyway, I'm going to get on the road, and I will see you in the next clip. DEXA scan. And I'm in the elevator. It's so pretty in here. It's like a luxury hotel. But I'm gonna check in from the car, but first I gotta get a picture with my dog Coop. So I'll see you in the next clip. Okay, so I'm back in the car. The DEXA scan went really well. It's super easy. You just lay on the table and this little arm goes over you and scans you, and you move into a couple, well, they'll move you into a couple different positions if you need to, which I needed to because I had scoliosis surgery when I was 11 years old. So I have a lot of hardware in my spine. And unfortunately, they were not able to scan my spine. So what they were able to scan was my left hip and my left wrist. So they say they check, I was like, why my wrist? That's kind of random. And they said, because if we're unable to scan your spine, whatever hand is your dominant, like my dominant hand is my right, they choose the opposite side because that's typically like the weaker hand, and so like the bones would be weaker there first. So if there were any signs of osteoporosis or osteopenia, it would show in the weaker, less used hand, if that makes sense. Also, thankfully, I was able to have a hip scanned because that's super important. I also was wondering, and if you are a doctor or a nurse, please answer this in the comments, but why don't we scan the whole body? Like, don't we want to check all the bones, not just like the chest and abdomen? But I assume because those are like the largest bones, like your hips are like, they're like the major ones. Like if God forbid there were fractures, they would be the most debilitating. But aren't your legs important too? Like I want to check my femur and whatever the other bone is from your knee to your ankles. Like, I don't know. I thought it would have been like a bone scan where they scan literally your whole head to toe. They didn't. And anyway, a little disappointed that we couldn't check my spine, because what if I start to have bone thinning there? I'll never know. And I have hardware in there too, like full out Harrington rods, nuts, bolts, and screws. It looks like a ladder going up my back. I'll see if I can insert a picture. If I can't find the picture I have of my spine, I'll just find a random one and put it here to show you that's what my spine looks like with the hardware in it. And mine was a double curvature. So it goes down, like my scoliosis was very severe when I was 11 years old. So it goes all the way down. It wasn't just to correct the upper or the lower part of my spine. It was the whole full Monty, the whole shebang. So that's unfortunate, but the good news is that's it for this week with doctor appointments. Next week, I wanted to tell you, I don't have any more appointments until July 1st. And July 1st, I have two in the same day, of course. The morning, I will be getting my 5th Zoladex injection here, actually, where I am today, which is close to my house. And I am very happy about that. Less driving. And then I have a follow-up appointment with my breast surgeon. This is the surgeon who removed my breasts and all my lymph nodes out of my armpit. So it's just a follow-up on that. And I think this is the last follow-up with him. I think he said for a year, like, or forever. I don't know, but we'll find out together on July 1st. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about is my lashes, my eyelashes. So stupid, but they all grew back, right? And the other day I'm looking at them, like the lower ones, and I'm like, why are you so short? All of them. And because I'm trying to do mascara, and I'm like, where'd you go? My eyes tearing. I'm like, where did you guys go? So I'm gonna come in a little bit. I don't know if you can see, but they're like tiny and spaced. Look how little they are here. So I was told by many of you and just cancer patients that I've met and friends along the way who have been through cancer treatment. Yes, we lose our lashes on Taxol. And yes, they grow back after Taxol, but it's common for them to fall out again and then grow back like the real deal. Or I'm wondering if it's because of the hormone therapy. I don't know. I should ask my oncologist this, but the hormone therapy maybe the decrease in estrogen is causing hair loss. I don't know. But I mean, clearly not, because this is coming in like a freaking weed. Thick and wild, doing its own thing. That's why I just had to throw a headband. Look at this. Like, what is that? I don't know what to do with it, because I wanted to get a shape and actually get like a cute haircut, but then it won't grow. And my goal is to grow it like to at least something. So I don't want to cut it. It's silly. If you're trying to grow it, why cut it? And then it won't be even, because I'll have this all like tapered. No, I'm good. So I'm just going to let it do its thing for now. Oh yeah, and my blood work results came back last night, which is crazy. It was so fast. But good news. My calcium levels that were low in my last blood work are totally normal again. So that's cool. I don't know if that's the caltrate working, which, by the way, I forgot if I said this or not, but I only take it every other day now, because I'm like, I don't know if I really need that. Like, can't I just get it through diet? Like calcium. So have a little more cheese and a little more yogurt, a little more milk. Boom. And I eat a lot of broccoli. There's calcium in broccoli, whether you want to believe that or not. So cool. My calcium's back to normal. My white blood count is still low. So I'm going to ask my oncologist about that. I'm pretty sure she said it's normal to be low. Like, it takes a while for your white blood count to come back after chemo. Like months, if not like up to a year, like to finally get back to its normal level. But the fact that I'm going to be taking Verzenio, which can lower your white blood count, makes me a little nervous, because if it's already low, that targeted therapy pill might lower it more. Not something I want to have. But it's weird, because like I feel great, I heal great, and like I don't want to not like jinx myself here, but I'll get a bruise. Like, I'll put a picture up. I totally like thought I broke my toe like last Sunday. It was pretty bad. And it looked pretty gnarly, but by day 2, that bruise was almost gone. My mom was blown away. I was blown away. I'm like, okay, I know I heal fast, but that's really fast. I thought that was broken. I was vacuuming, and I went to go move a chair, and I went to take a step to go vacuum, and rammed that pinky toe right on the edge of a chair leg, wooden chair leg. Now, granted, that's not an infection, but white blood count, I don't know. I'm a little worried about that being low, and then having to take targeted therapy, which is going to lower it more. So I'm going to ask my oncologist about that, and if I'm going to be okay, because I just don't want to. I don't want to. Okay. I just want to be as healthy as possible. Of course. Don't we all? But all of my other readings were like perfect. Like my blood work looked phenomenal. Oh, the other thing that was a little bit high, totally forgot about this too, was the bun something. I'll just put it here. That is your kidney function. And when I Googled that, it said it could be that you were dehydrated. Now, funny, because I'm the biggest advocate for staying hydrated, right? However, I also have been outside with my daughter. Even though I'm hydrating, I'm sweating a lot. It's hot. And I was out for a good, I'd say 2 hours in the sun, covered, but in the sun, like the day before I got my blood work done. So yeah, there's a chance I was a little dehydrated, maybe. But we'll see what my oncologist says. If she's not worried about it, then I'm not worried about it. I trust her. So yeah, but other than that, the blood work looked great. Everything was great. My glucose levels were perfect. Red blood count is perfect, because that used to be low. Like on chemo, that went really low. That's normalized again. So I think my body's just slowly bouncing back after all of the cancer treatment that it has been through. So I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this week's video update. I know it's not the most exciting update, but it's my life, and this is what's going on in it right now. And I like to keep you updated and in the loop, so you know how I'm doing, and just so I can keep connecting with you. My daughter does start her summer camp next week, and then she's off the week after, I think because it's like 4th of July. I'm not sure why, but the following week after 4th of July, she's there for another week. So during those weeks, I plan to record other videos and put other topics out, and just things I wanted to talk to you about and just share with you, tips, tricks, wig stuff, just everything, what I eat, I have a whole list of stuff that I want to make videos about and connect with you all on a little deeper level, a more personal level, and on a fun level. So yeah, that's going to be in the works over the next couple weeks. And also the fashion show that is June 27th. I am excited to hopefully see you all there. Even if you just tune in and watch, like there's going to be a website link, there's going to be a Facebook link, and you can also download the app, which is free. There are a couple different ways to watch it, and you're not obligated to buy anything. But if you like any of the outfits that are being shown, or if you like any of the outfits on the app, everything's really affordable and super cute. Like super cute. Like there's something for everyone, and they go all the way up to a 3X. So literally it's just adorable. Check it out. And if you like it, buy it. If you don't, just come and hang out and watch me and my daughter walk down the red carpet. I think that's what it's going to be. But anyway, I'm going to get going. My daughter is dying for me to come home and go in that pool, fun, moon bounce house, happy place that I have created for her this summer. She's so funny. She loves it so much. She has a ball out there. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful to you in some way, shape, or form. And I hope you are having the best day. And I better see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.